Hello again, and thanks for coming back to watch another one of our adventures. In this trip we cover about 10 miles up and along one of the peaks in the Black Mountains in Wales. On the first night we headed for the Grwyne Fawr Reservoir and Body, whereas on the second night we did a wild camp up on the ridge, something that Pete had always wanted to do. Hope you find it enjoyable and interesting, and if you do, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell if you want to stay in touch. We started late afternoon, and on the first stretch from the car park to the Body it was a steady climb of about 200 metres over about 2.5 miles. As you get nearer, you get the imposing view of the dam wall rising out of the landscape. Before we move on, let's have a quick word about Mike's packing. I know he looks like a pack mule, but there is a reason. Having researched it, where we plan to camp tonight is very popular, and any loose or dead wood would have been scavenged long ago. So because we like our first night cook up, we bought our own wood and a bit of charcoal. And since I'm carrying the cider and Pete's got the food, Mike's got the fuel. That was the short straw, I have to admit. But what a man for dragging that all the way up there. So here we are now at the Body. These exist all over the UK and are free to use, typically on a first come first served basis, although not all make good sleeping accommodation and some might just be used for warmth and cooking. The Grwyne Fawr Body is particularly small but does have a kind of mezzanine floor about the size of a double bed where you can sleep. When we got here there were two young guys up there, so we just popped in to say hello. You'll see it didn't look very tidy, but maybe they cleaned it up before they left. The general rules are around respecting other users, respecting the body and the surroundings. If you want to know more, go to mountainbodies.org.uk. I'll leave a link in the description. That's enough talking for now. Let's make camp.
And tonight we have fillet steak with prawn, chorizo and chicken risotto or paella with halloumi cheese. Cooked to perfection as per normal.
We'd had a bit of wind, but other than that it had been a perfect day, and now we were camping on top of the mountain. It was about 6:30, the sun was still up and all was well. However, as soon as the sun went down, the temperature dropped like a stone. The wind got up, and this was the start of a long, uncomfortable night with flapping tents and low temperatures. We were all tucked up by 8:30. The good news is that the variety of tents we had all stood up well to the battering, and what we woke up to made the whole trip more than worth it. It's all done just for moments like these. We made our way back down the hill by the shortest route, and that was it. Another fantastic trip was over. We hope you've enjoyed watching, and maybe you've gained a bit of insight and inspiration to get you going on an adventure. If so, please do like, subscribe and hit that bell to stay in touch. These first few videos on our channel are created from past trips that we had no intention of sharing. So we're limiting what we can do, but we do hope you've found them informative and enjoyable nonetheless. The exciting news is that through lockdown we've been putting some thought and effort into future trips, as well as investing in equipment and technology, so we hope to be making some high quality productions for your enjoyment to hopefully inspire and motivate you to get out there and do this yourselves. So please do come back, and remember, you're never too old.